So guys, what's going on? I hope you guys are well. I hope you guys are keeping safe. Guys, we just had the Katie Taylor and Delphine Persoon fight. And a great fight. Respect to both ladies. They gave us another cracker. They gave us another great fight. But the decision was an absolute joke once again. And I was expecting it, if I'm honest with you. To give that fight 98-93 to Taylor. At least, I think the fight should have been a draw. If anyone deserved the fight, it was Persoon. I had the fight 96-94. Now, if that fight was a draw, right, I would have had no problem with the decision because it was close and certain rounds were close. Listen, Katie Taylor was landing the superior shots. She was landing the cleaner shots. But Persoon's volume, Persoon's aggression, relentlessness. You know, Katie Taylor, she was struggling in that fight. She was really struggling. Listen, you got to give Taylor respect because she's tough and she's hard and she took a lot of punishment. And so did Persoon, took a lot of punishment. But that's twice now where I thought she's lost the fight and she's got the decision. You know, a lot of fans hate boxing because of that. You know, there'll be a lot of Irish fans that probably come at me and have a dig at me. You know, because I've said Persoon won that. It was a close fight. But like I said, if the fight was called a draw, I would have had no problem. But I have a problem with Taylor winning that because I just don't see how she won that fight. I don't see how you can give her more than 5 rounds. I just don't see how you can give her more than 5 rounds. You know, after about 9, I had her like 6-3, and then she won the 9th round, which made it, or 6-2. I had it like 5-3, and then I gave her the 9th, which made it 5-4, and then I gave Persoon the last round, which made it 6-4. Right? If Taylor had won that last round, she probably would have been, you know, you could have given it a draw. But it was close. But to give Taylor that fight, and one of the judges had it 98-93, to me, that, again, just smells disgrace. Because how you could have that 98-93, and you can hear what, you heard what Johnny had to say. Johnny had Persoon winning. Anthony Joshua, who's Katie Taylor's friend, said you could have given it either way. And he's Taylor's friend. There was another, who was the other one? There was another one that had Persoon winning. Natasha Jonas had Persoon winning. Johnny Nelson had Persoon winning. There was many others that probably had Persoon winning. Who was the other one? The other guy, forgot his name. Adam Clark. I forgot his name. The guy that works for Sky. He had Persoon winning. There's 3 Sky commentators that probably favoring Katie Taylor that had Persoon winning that fight. Right? How many times is the politically connected fighter going to get decisions over a fighter that's coming to try and put up a effort? I just think that it's just not fair. I just don't think it's fair in boxing that where these hometown decisions, the politically connected fighter gets the decision. Listen, Taylor showed a lot of heart. She's a really good fighter, but I just had her losing both those fights. And she's managed to get both those decisions. How come always the politically connected fighter gets the decision in boxing? Why? It's just a joke, really. The politically connected fighter always seems to get the decisions. How does that work? Canelo always seems to get the decisions when it's close. Listen, I'm a massive Canelo fan. And he always seems to get all the close decisions. Katie Taylor always seems to get all the close decisions. But twice now, majority of pundits, fans had her losing the fight, and she got the decision. And not one of the judges had her winning by 98-93. So I don't know what he was watching. You know, if it was a draw, I would have had no problem. But any scorecards in favor of Taylor, I'm sorry, I just didn't see that fight being Taylor winning more than 5 rounds. You know, it's a joke. It is a joke. But the fact that Delphine Persoon came after the fight and said, you know, I think that kind of put stop to all the controversy, if I'm honest with you. I think if she had come out and complained, she probably thought, listen, I don't want to moan and groan again. I'm not getting anywhere with this. I can moan and groan all I want. I could, you know, even if I knock her out, I'll probably get a draw. You know, it's just, it's a joke, if I'm totally honest with you. I don't see how she won that fight. You know, at worst, I would give it a draw. That's at worst. But otherwise, I had Persoon winning that fight 6-4. I think she was the aggressor. I think she was the one that landing the more volume punches. Yeah, Katie Taylor was landing the cleaner punches, but the cleaner punches don't mean anything. If I'm landing more punches, just because you're technically better than me and you're landing the more crisper, more eye-catching shots doesn't mean you're winning. Canelo in the Golovkin fight was landing the more cleaner shots against Golovkin, but Golovkin, most people thought he won because he was landing the more shots, the more volume shots. He was landing more shots. Canelo was landing the more eye-catching shots, but Golovkin was landing more volume. So when you're landing, right, on a point system, if you're landing more punches, you should be winning the round. So yeah, to be honest with you, I'm just disappointed. I don't see how Taylor won that fight. I'm sorry. Listen, I like Taylor. She's great for women's boxing, but I don't see how she won that one. I don't see how she won the first one. You know, Johnny Nelson hit the nail on the head. He said, I thought she lost that by about 2 rounds. Johnny Nelson had to lose him by 2 rounds. I thought 96-94 was my scorecard, but the fact that they had winning. But like I said, I think Persoon's put all the controversy to bed because she kind of accepted the defeat when most people were kind of like, why is she accepting the defeat? Probably demoralized. You're probably demoralized. You know that you're not going to get the decision. I think when she goes back and watch the fight, because listen, she was been in a tough fight. When you've been in a tough fight and your head's been bashed around, right? It's one of them where, firstly, I don't think they should be interviewed after such a tough fight because they don't know where they're at, concussion and all of that. So I think when she goes back and analyzes it after a couple of days, I think she'll realize that she was probably hard done by again. And like I said, I haven't taken any credit away from Taylor. I just don't think she won. I thought she lost. And I think there's a lot of people that thought she's lost this fight. And like I said, majority of the Sky team had her losing the fight. So even Matthew Macklin, Adam Smith, they had her losing the fight. They didn't openly say it, but they had her losing that fight. Johnny Nelson openly said that she had her losing. Natasha Jonas had her losing the fight. The other Sky commentator, I forgot his name, forgot his name, whatever his name is, had her losing the fight. 3 commentators for Sky openly had her losing the fight. But the 3 judges somehow had it winning the fight. I don't know. It is what it is. Leave your thoughts, guys. Let me know what you think. Who do you think won the fight? Do you think Persoon won it? Do you think Taylor won it? Do you think it was a draw? Leave your thoughts in the comment section below, guys. And guys, remember to please like, share, subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.